right. Well, here's a story that happened in Ohio.
Oh, good. Right here. I'm home this week.
Jessica Morris, a server at an unidentified restaurant in Centerville, Ohio.
I've been to Centerville.
That's a little south of Columbus. Has some strong words for a customer who left her a nasty note.
Okay.
In lieu of a tip.
Okay. Oh, this is going to be good.
The customer, identified only as Jenny, apparently came into the restaurant with her new husband and 2 guests.
Yeah.
When it was time to pay, the customers skipped the tip and instead left a note that accused Morris of trying to steal her husband.
Wow.
Writing, "He's my husband. Find your own. Good luck," on the receipt.
Good God. What could she possibly have done?
Well, they go into it.
All right.
Alas, Morris has a husband, and he happened to be working in the same restaurant that night.
Okay.
As with all restaurant receipt stories, this one is worth taking with a grain of salt. But Morris shared her story in a long open letter posted to her
Facebook.
Right. Morris, of course, isn't happy that she got cheated out of money that she needs. And she says she was punished because really the accusatory customer has a lack of pride and confidence in her own relationship.
Oh, boy.
Sure, it's anecdotal, and this whole thing could be a hoax, but incidents like this nevertheless serve as examples of why restaurateurs and industry staffers are increasingly interested in simply doing away with tipping outright. See her full Facebook post below. Saturday, November 7th, 2015, my husband and sister and her boyfriend went out to dinner at TGI Fridays in Centerville, Ohio. Our server, whose name was Jessica, was rude, more so to myself than any of the other 3 at the table, but rude in general to all of us. She cussed at our table, which caught me off guard. Very unprofessional. And really seemed to take a liking to my husband. Well, Jenny identified... While Jenny's identity has not been confirmed, the couple says they went back to the restaurant, spoke with the manager about the incident, and that Jessica has been suspended.
Horrors.
The Bistro Group, which owns TGI Fridays franchise, where this incident occurred, commented late on Thursday.
Right.
Fridays focus on delivering a great guest experience. The incident in the Centerville restaurant was unfortunate, but has since been resolved. We are constantly working to train our employees to be the best in the industry in and out of the restaurant. Here is Jessica's full Facebook post. I don't typically talk about work this way, but this needs to be shown or addressed. See, this is the problem I have with Facebook in general.
Yeah. Don't post about your job.
Well, not only that, but why does Jessica the waitress have even a say out in the world?
Yeah.
It's like, why does this even make the news?
This is the kind of shit that, 10 years ago we just talked about.
Right.
We just said, you're not going to believe how they're fucking me at work.
Yeah.
It happened.
Exactly.
And then that story would pass, and you'd pass the bottle around, and you move on.
Exactly.
That was it.
So anyway, she says this needs to be shown and addressed, mainly because it's hysterical, but partially because I'm...
shocked.
Well... Yeah,
outraged.
Nope.
Offended.
There you go.
I get it.
Because I'm offended.
Yeah.
I hate this. I hate when people say this. Anywho. Ugh. Why do people do that?
They think it's cute.
Anywho.
They think it's cute.
There's nothing cute about that. It's annoying.
It's you showing that you're an idiot.
All right. Anywho, today I had a table of 4 come in. 2 couples. The one told me they were there to celebrate part of their honeymoon, which I replied, "Oh, I just got married last month. Congratulations."
Okay.
I assumed they heard me, and we proceeded with the whole, "What can I get you?" Yada, yada, yada. Well, as anyone should know, waitressing is a personable job. To make more money, you have to be nice and show your personality.
Okay.
As all of you should know, since you know me, I'm a personable, sarcastic asshole in the nicest way possible.
In the nicest way possible.
That's what she said.
All right. So she's a nice asshole.
Yeah, I'm a personable, sarcastic asshole
All right.
in the nicest way possible.
Sounds like a real fun gal.
Yes. So, of course, I let that shine in my job and at every table.
How sweet.
So she just doesn't pick and choose her tables.
Yeah.
She's like that with everyone.
Yeah, I can already tell she wouldn't be getting any tip out of me. She'd be annoying me.
Right. So this lady, Jenny, and her husband placed their order, and she asked me what my name is. I tell her Jessica. She responds with, "Oh, we don't really like that name. Can we call you Jess?"
What?
I'm going to read that again. So this lady, Jenny, and her husband placed their order, and she asked me what my name is.
Right.
I tell her Jessica. She responds with, "Oh, we don't really like that name. Can we call you Jess?"
I hope she said no.
And I laughed and said, "Yeah, you can call me anything you want. I'll even respond with asshole."
So fired.
In which her husband laughs and proceeds to call me that throughout the whole experience we had as a server and guest.
Okay.
I assumed everything was fine because they were laughing and having a good time. Well, I cash out their check, tell them they have a good night and to come back. When I come back from singing happy birthday to another guest, the couple and company have left, and on their ticket, they tipped me $4. Well, Jenny decided I did not deserve a monetary tip, so she wrote me a nice note with a 0 tip saying, "He's my husband. Find your own. Good luck."
What the fuck is going on at this restaurant?
I know. And I want to add, Jenny stole one of my pens, which she knew was my last because I had apologized that I only had one to share between the 2 tickets at the table.
I don't even know what to say to this.
I know. This is so trivial.
How does this happen? Either side. I've never had that kind of, really, other than at the bar when we're drinking hard.
Right.
Would I ever have this kind of interaction with the waitress?
Sure.
Even then, it's iffy. And writing a note.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is small town reality.
I guess.
This is mid Ohio dumb fuck trailer park mentality.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Okay.
Hail and kill caller, you're on the air.
As bad as this Jess thinks she's got it, just think the husband's getting it way worse.
Oh yeah, he's got to put up
You were
with this.
flirting with that waitress, weren't you? No, I wasn't, baby. I was just playing with her. Yes, you were. You've been fucking her, haven't you? No, I haven't. I swear.
She told you to call her asshole through the night, and you did it.
Yeah, She told you to call her asshole because she wants to cover up the fact that you've been fucking.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I was married to one of those at one time.
So we've heard, Neeley, and you've been scarred for life ever since.
Yeah, I have.
You've been building those castle walls just like Roger Waters.
Pretty much.
For her telling this story on Facebook, I don't blame her for telling this story on Facebook. I put the blame squarely on whoever. What site are you getting this off of?
This is just a food site.
Oh well, it's just somebody's blog or whatever.
Yeah, pretty for the most part.
It sounds like a glorified blog.
It is.
I mean, it's not like it's been reported in the news. If it was reported on, like, MSN or something like that, then I could see it. If it was, as it is, it's basically just her version of Indian Tales.
Exactly. But he said, she said, they said, we said, this is what happened. I'm a victim. They're dicks. I'm not a dick. I was just trying to do my job,
Like, again, Indian Tales, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I went back there, and he said, no talking on Mondays. And I said, well, fuck you. I'll talk on Mondays if I want, and you can quit hollering at me. He said, you never heard of this before. And I went back to my desk, and blah, 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 blah. Same deal.
Pretty much.
It's the one thing we got in common. Americans, the ones that have jobs, of course. We bitch about our jobs.
Exactly.
How many of those people do you really know that love their jobs? The ones you see in all the job advice columns. I don't know any of these people.
I don't know either. I hate both my jobs. I mean,
yeah, well, I'm sure there's a steel mill that you missed that train.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think they'll hire me back. Actually, in 2 months when the book comes out.
Oh no. Is it a shocking expose of the steel mill industry?
It's outrageous.
We'll be shocked and offended.
Yeah, very offended.
Is Oprah calling you?
Not yet. Maybe Ellen. Lifetime. Hoping for the Lifetime movie.
So, anyway, she goes on. So she says, so dear Jenny, I would like you to know the server that was in the section across from mine that I kept talking to and checking on throughout the time you were sitting at my table is my husband.
Wow.
Which I found on my own and looks better than yours. Also, I would like you to know that I'm sorry my husband treated me to a cruise for my honeymoon and not a restaurant. As well as my husband would never let me feel so insecure that I would feel the need to write such a terrible note to a server and make them feel the way that you have.
Really?
So, Jenny, here's a life tip for you from me. Your insecurity as a woman is heartbreaking. Have pride in yourself and your relationship with your husband to where you don't need to put down another to bring yourself up. Especially a server who lives off of tips and needs them to pay for her husband, to help her husband pay bills.
Yeah, well, maybe he could start paying those bills better if he wasn't wasted on a cruise.
Right.
Just a thought.
Also, Jenny, I hope you like the pen because it's my present to you. One newlywed to another. P.S. My husband said you could sit in his section next time. That way you won't have to be worried about your husband flirting with a server. Maybe you'll see his ring a little better than you saw mine. Signed, Jessica, the woman you offended by thinking so lowly of that I would attempt to flirt with a man who is with his wife.
This is just...
I agree.
You're sickening me even further to the humankind. I don't like either of these women, to be perfectly honest.
Sure, it's petty. It's nonsense.
I swear to God, you read these stories and it just leaves me thinking more and more that if we could just sort of package tits and pussy and nothing else, that would be worth buying.
Sure.
And nothing else.
Right.
No brain, no arms, legs, nothing. Just tits and pussy.
Right.